So what can happen when you deal with the multi-phase flowing material balance and real data is that you're simply just exposed to reality, uncertainties in measured rates and GORs, uncertainties in maybe calculated or measured bottom pressures, etc., etc. And that can provide you with some pretty noisy data that you as an interpreter needs to, or you have to try to interpret that, and that can be challenging, and that's what we're going to talk about today. One very neat feature inside of Whitson Plus when you're dealing with real data is at least to isolate the part of the data that you trust. And just for an example purpose, right here, I'll go ahead and exclude all the data that I hypothetically here don't like or don't trust. So part of the data is very noisy, for instance. So I'll click the lasso exclude icon up here. Then I'll simply just pick the part of the data that I don't want to include. I'll just collapse this. And then when I visualize or analyze my plot again, I see that big part of the data has now become much lighter in terms of blue. And it's just the dark or very clear blue that I can then use for my interpretation and analysis. The reason why that's important, especially when you're dealing with plots where that uses superposition functions or here like a mass material balance time, is that it's hard to sometimes know how the real time associates with data points in material balance time. So it's a good way for you to then say, okay, this is data I'd like to use for my analysis, and this is only the data that is then plotted or at least highlighted on a plot. And then I can, if I want to do my straight line analysis only through this data, I can then go ahead and do that and click run, and I'm then estimating my oil in place, gas in place, and water in place based on this estimate, and I'll then get some derived average pressures based on that as well.